It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. No man is free who is not master of himself. We have 2 ears and one mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Keep silence for the most part, and speak only when you must, and then briefly. Books are the training weights of the mind. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. No great thing is created suddenly. Happiness and freedom began with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. If you wish to be a writer, write. The world turns aside to let any man pass. Who knows where he is going? If anyone is unhappy, remember that his unhappiness is his own fault. Nothing else is the cause of anxiety or loss of tranquility except our own opinion. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. Circumstances don't make the man. They only reveal him to himself. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks. He already knows. Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. It is not events that disturb the minds of men, but the view they take of them. No matter what happens, it is within my power to turn it to my advantage. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. It's so simple, really. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you start something, finish it. An ignorant person is inclined to blame others for his own misfortune. To blame oneself is proof of progress, but the wise man never has to blame another or himself. An ignorant person is inclined to blame others for his own misfortune. To blame oneself is proof of progress, but the wise man never has to blame another or himself. From this instant on, vow to stop disappointing yourself. Separate yourself from the mob, decide to be extraordinary, and do what you need to do now. It is the nature of the wise to resist pleasures, but the foolish to be a slave to them. Every difficulty in life presents us with an opportunity to turn inward and to invoke our own submerged inner resources. The trials we endure can and should introduce us to our strengths. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Men are disturbed not by the things that happen, but by their opinion of the things that happen. Man is not fully free unless he is master of himself. Try not to react merely in the moment. Pull back from the situation. Take a wider view. Compose yourself. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you. Nothing truly stops you. Nothing truly holds you back, for your own will is always within your control. I have to die. If it is now, well then I die now. If later, then now I will take my lunch, since the hour for lunch has arrived, and dying I will tend to later. Other people's views and troubles can be contagious. Don't sabotage yourself by unwittingly adopting negative, unproductive attitudes through your associations with others. I laugh at those who think they can damage me. They do not know who I am. They do not know what I think. They cannot even touch the things which are really mine and with which I live. To live a life of virtue, match up your thoughts, words, and deeds. God has entrusted me with myself. No man is free who is not master of himself. A man should so live that his happiness shall depend as little as possible on external things. The world turns aside to let any man pass who knows where he is going. If you hear that someone is speaking ill of you, instead of trying to defend yourself, you should say, "He obviously does not know me very well, since there are so many other faults he could have mentioned." The best place to get help is from yourself. Freedom and happiness are won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. You are a little soul carrying around a corpse. Learn to distinguish what you can and can't control. Within our control are our own opinions, aspiration, desires, and the things that repel us. They are directly subject to our influence. Man is troubled not by events, but by the meaning he gives them.